Hey, low riders, it's me, Lois, and I'm coming to you late tonight. It's like 10:50 p.m. in the Pacific Northwest. I'm in Tigard, Oregon, and I saw a video that Wanda did earlier, and I'm like, what in the flippin' dip is she doing? It's like Keke Jabbar has passed. My condolences to the family and everything else. But Wanda, you had absolutely no right to tell any content creator to release any information about Kiki's passing because you were not her immediate family. I don't give a flippin' dip if that was your niece or not. She had a husband and children, and she has a living mother and father, and it was their responsibility to release that information to the public, not yours. And then you want to be undercover. You want to give permission to a content creator to release that information and come to find out that their family did not authorize that. That was all you, Wanda. And then you online trying to prove a bunch of crap that don't nobody understand what the flipping dip you talking about. You talking about, oh, we all was there except that one. We know you're talking about Melody. Melody respected the wishes of the family and stayed away. But we all know that Melody did something privately that I don't give a flipping dip how many flowers you counted and looked at every name on the flowers, because I doubt you did that. Because I doubt that they would allow you to do that, number one. And that would be ghetto as hell for you to go around looking on the flowers or cards or what have you to see if Melody specifically sent something in regards to Kiki's homegoing services. Okay? You're petty. You won't let stuff go. You're condoning what Funky Dineva said. You're literally sitting here condoning it because you have said the same things about your niece that you love so much. And oh my God, she's so beautiful and all this. Shut the fuck up, Wanda, with your lying ass. I'm not sure what it is you're trying to do, if you're trying to save face or if you're trying to help LaTisha and Marsau with a storyline for next season and the rest of the cast, but it's not going to wash. It's not going to wash because we know it's phony. You didn't give a flipping dip about your niece. And I heard you say, well, family fight, and then we make up. Y'all didn't make up before that. And I don't want to hear nothing about you had a private conversation with her and none of that, because I truly, honestly don't believe that, number one. And yes, families do fight. My daughter and I, well, I won't say we're fighting, but she's angry at her mama, and I'm respecting her boundaries until she's ready to reach out to mommy, but we still speak to one another because we go to family functions together, so forth and so on, and we're respectful toward one another. But it ain't all this back and forth name calling and all the nonsense that y'all have been doing. And you're sitting here trying to cover up your machinations and behavior toward your niece. If you loved her so much and cared so much for her, you would not have said anything negative about her at all, period, point blank. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You're online trying to prove to people you're showing pictures. What does showing pictures mean? Okay, so those are your family members. The bottom line is LaTisha and Keke may have been close growing up and so forth and so on, but we saw the implosion of their relationship on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And the implosion was because Carlos King, yes, you Carlos, allowed the narrative of Marsau, LaTisha, and you to tell her story. Y'all didn't allow her to tell her story. And there was no way she could have got a grasp on that to tell her story. So she got caught up in the social media and reality whirlwind and all of that. But beside all of that, you coming online and talking all this nonsense about this is not her friend, this is not her uncle, you don't know who he is. You know who he is. You do know who he is. You know who that man is, and so forth and so on. And the reason why you were allowed to be there is because, like he said, they didn't want any trouble. And obviously, if y'all came, y'all probably all came like a gang and shit, but still, because it was for Keke, they had the foresight to say, you know what, it's not about us, it's about Keke right now today. So they allowed y'all to freely roam around and come to the services and whatnot. But you coming back online talking all this nonsense about your sisters, talking about you got a whole book or a whole pamphlet or a whole folder or whatnot with information and how she treated her daughter. That ain't nobody's business. Keke is gone. Let that woman rest in peace. You are out here being miserable, nasty, despicable, diabolical, and all the other things I could think about. For what? You're not on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Wanda. So let's clear that up. Number one, you are no longer on the show. So I'm not sure why you keep engaging in this back and forth with content creators who don't like you or Melody, because that seems to be your biggest issue. The bottom line is you are an individual who is not happy in your life, that you have to come online to try and beat another person down or talk badly about another person or disrespect another person or cuss them out and call them names and all those other things. For what? What does that show about you? Have you looked in the mirror lately, Wanda, and said, maybe I should act like a woman of my age or a woman of a particular age or somebody's mama, and stop being so disrespectful to people who are not bothering me, who are not talking about me, who doesn't have my name in their mouth 24/7. You constantly have Melody's name in your mouth, and you have absolutely no idea what Melody and the family had planned or what was going on between them. So don't sit here and pretend you did, because you didn't even think enough to reach out to Keke's husband. That is her immediate family. Fuck all the rest of your aunts, cousins, and all. Y'all are not the immediate family. Her husband, her mama, and her father, and her children are her immediate family. And you wanted to get ahead to try to make this a storyline for next season. And I hope this shit don't get through, don't pass the gates. And if Carlos does use this, he is low down and diabolical as you are. I just think that sometimes you need to stick to the subject. If you're upset about something, we already know you don't like Melodies, and you don't have a reason for not liking Melody, except the fact that you think your daughter is better than her, but your daughter is sitting at home saying, I want to be a housewife, while Melody's out there doing her thing. She could have 99 degrees, but if she ain't doing nothing with them degrees, it don't mean a damn thing, Wanda. And stop comparing your daughter to other people, because you put her in a position to have to react to all the negativity that she's receiving from the comments you make about her, pitting her against other black women or successful black women or anybody in particular. Stop it. You a grown-ass woman acting like a child. And I don't give a flipping dip about all these little sayings you have, which don't nobody half understand what you're saying in the first damn place. But you walking around there, ain't nobody gonna beat my ass. Ain't nobody talking about beating your ass. What? Keke has passed away. Can you allow the family to grieve in peace without your hatred and your vitriolic rhetoric online, trying to prove a point or trying to tell people that I know where the bodies are buried? Basically, it's what you're saying. I know the truth. Nobody cares at this point if you know the truth. You're just hateful and mean-spirited, and it's not a good look. And that reflects on your daughter, because her behaviors and machinations are starting to match yours. And you would think that you would want better for your child. You always talking about, ain't nobody talking about my child. I'm the same way about my child, but one thing I'm not going to do is talk to his friends disrespectfully or get in their conversations. If anything, I got my son's friends back. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of relationship we have. because mama's going to be this to smooth it out no matter what, but it's not going to be negative against the other person. Okay? You need to learn how to first be a mama, because I heard through the grapevine that you wasn't there for LaTisha growing up, and that's a legend in my opinion. What's the possible actual and factual? You know what I'm saying? But that is a legend in my opinion. So how are you going to tell someone else how to be a mama to their child when... Hello, question mark? I don't know if I'm doing the question mark right, but question mark. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what Connie or Keke's mother's relationship was. You don't know. You're only speculating. You're only assuming because you want everybody to think that you had the type of relationship where there was Soulful Sunday every week. We fought and we did this. We cussed each other out. We left and we came back next Sunday and did it again. And we know that wasn't the case. We know that wasn't the case with you, Wanda. We know that wasn't the case with LaTisha, because LaTisha basically said, this relationship is dead to me. A legend, in my opinion, with some actual and factual. She said that. And then for you guys to go to the memorial and pretend that you cared so much about this woman when in all actuality it was Marsau, LaTisha, and you that spread the rumors about her being addicted. So I'm just over all this nonsense you're talking and trying to make yourself look good. You're never going to look good when you come out with the rhetoric that you're coming out with and trying to prove a point about how bad you are. One good motherfucker slap and you out for the count. So let's just be real clear. Yes, I said that, America. Yes, I said that, YouTube. Yes, I said that, Wanda Moore Leeth. And that's not a threat. That's just what could possibly happen to someone who runs off at the mouth as much as you do, and you don't really have no actual and factual to back it up. Sit your ass down, run your damn food truck, support your goddamn daughter, and be quiet. That's it, Wanda. That's all I got to say right now about this video I saw today. It was really, 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 first of all, she took too goddamn long. You know, she kept saying, that's all I got to say. And then another 20 minutes in, and she's still talking. And then she pulling out this and she pulling out that. You don't have to do all of that. Let Keke rest in peace. Let her husband and her children mourn the loss of the wife and the mother in a timely manner. And shut the fuck up, Wanda. Because you don't know what was going on in their household. And that's it. Period. Low Riders, I want to thank you so much for supporting me and riding with me. And I do want to ask you to support a content creator that I have a relationship with. Her name is Smart Cookie. And she's going to be helping me with my nonprofit, because you guys know I've been talking about my nonprofit for a while now. I'd like you to support her. And her and I are possibly thinking about doing some collabs, because we have some differing opinions about Melody and Martell and LaTisha and Marsau and Kimmy and Maurice and Destafoni and Sonny. And we actually didn't get into Sonny and Moses too much. And of course, Carlos King. And among other things, we have some differing opinions. So I would actually like to be face to face, even if it's over the social media airwaves, with another content creator, and we discuss these things and show how it can be respectfully done and we still come out on top. So I hope you guys will tune into our collab when we do get to collabing. And I will see you guys in the next video. I just would like to ask you guys to please get down below, comment on this video. Tell me what you think about Wanda's behavior and all this. I'm not even sure what she's doing, because it's like she's now on a world tour. What is she trying to prove? Keke is gone. All the things that you said cannot be taken back, period. They can't be taken back. So let it ride. Let the family grieve in peace and shut the fuck up. Right, low riders? Peace. Mwah. Love you guys.